Hi guys, welcome back to Movie Chat. If you're here for the very first time, welcome. This is it, guys. This is the first ever live watch with myself, Richard, at Movie Chat and more. Tonight we will be watching together I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997. Conspiracy trifecta, hashtag hype. Hype? Are you hyped for this? I know I am. I've been looking forward to this. I do have the movie on DVD and I have it paused, but I'm not about to press play just yet. Let's see if anybody else wants to join the chat. Hopefully they do, and we can watch the movie together and we can have a chat at the same time. But this is it, guys. This is the first one. This won the poll. There were movies you could vote for. There were 20 movies. Conspiracy trifecta, very nicely listed, all 20 of them for me on my 20 movies to pick from video. And this, I Know What You Did Last Summer, won the poll. I think it had 3 or 4 votes, and the closest one to it was American Pie, I think. But nope, I Know What You Did Last Summer won the vote. So hopefully, guys, you can see me okay. The stream's okay. Conspiracy, are you in the room right now? I think you are. If not, where are you? Anybody in the room right now, you can, in the live chat, let me know if the stream is okay. If it's not, there's not much we can do about it right now. But anybody watching, is the audio okay? Can you hear me all right? We will be getting. We will start the movie very soon. I think we have 1 or 2 people in the chat. I think it's one person, including myself, in the chat at the moment. Excuse me. And tonight we are watching I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997. Okay, Peter, I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm so sorry, Peter. Peter Maltazos. So sorry, guy. Quality is looking good. Don't worry about the quality. That's it. If it's looking okay, then that's. Thank you, Peter. Thanks for leaving a comment, my friend. And hopefully you'll be watching along with me and everybody else who joins the live chat, or you could be watching after the fact. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Get them DVDs ready, or Blu-ray, or 4K, or whatever. VHS, you could be watching it on VHS. Peter Maltazos, you got the name. You got the name right. Is it Maltazos? I'm bound to get it wrong, Peter, at some point. Peter Maltazos. I Know What You Did Last Summer is underrated. It is by a lot of people do underrate the movie. I like it. Sounds like you like it. And we'll give another couple of minutes to let some more people join the chat, join the stream, and we can watch it together. And when that time comes, in the next couple of minutes, I will tell you what I am seeing on the screen, and then I'll give the countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when I say 1, you can unpause it and watch it along with me if you wish to. If you have it on DVD, that's why I'm giving you a few minutes to get your shit together and If you had it on DVD or VHS even, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever. Maybe you're watching it on YouTube or something, and you can split screen on YouTube. I'm not sure. Yep, we are 5 minutes in. I think roughly around 8 minutes. I'm going to press play. Peter says, "How do you get into horror?" Well, Peter, that when I was a kid, knee high to a grasshopper. I think the first horror movie I ever remember watching is my favorite movie of all time, which is Halloween, 1978. Being the youngest of 4 children, I got very lucky in some ways, in quite a few ways, but I got very lucky because I was able to sit up late with my older brothers and sisters and watch movies that they may have not been allowed to watch when when they were like 5 and 6 and 7 years old. But I did. And the first one I remember is Halloween 1978 and Salem's Lot. Boy, that movie scared the shit out of me. Yeah, Salem's Lot. To this day, I still have something about faces at windows, or, you know, it, because of that movie, Salem's Lot, based on the Stephen King novel. All right, guys, we've been live for nearly 7 minutes. I really appreciate the question, Peter. Conspiracy Trifecta is in the room. Welcome, Conspiracy. What's up? Has the movie started yet? No, it hasn't. Not yet. I will tell you, I will give you the countdown, and you can watch along with me if you wish to. Peter can I just call you Peter? I'm so sorry. Same. All right, cool. Same. Halloween is my favorite film of all time. At 2 years old, my dad put on Halloween 2, and if it wasn't for that film, I wouldn't be who I am today. Halloween 2, the sequel, the 1981 sequel, Michael Myers. Loved that sequel. Loved the movie. But that's cool, Peter. That's cool. No, Conspiracy, the movie has not started yet, but we're 8 minutes in. All right, guys. Are you ready? Hopefully you have your DVDs handy or whatever you're watching it on. You could be watching it on VHS for all I know. But let me know. If you are watching along live, then let me know. All right, guys. I have it paused on Mandalay Bay Entertainment Presents. Not the... David White has joined the room. Hey, David. Good to see you here, my friend. I have the movie paused on Mandalay Entertainment Presents. Sup, buddy? Not the logo with the tiger. It's a black background. Mandalay, I think I might have said Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Entertainment Presents. And on the count of 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, when I say in 1, I will unpause the movie and we'll all see it together. You won't be able to hear it, my end. You won't be able to see it, my end. But hopefully you're watching along. And if you are, let me know what you're watching now. VHS, DVD, whatever. Blu-ray. Okay, guys, here we go. We are nearly 10 minutes in and the countdown starts. On the count of one, okay? Unpause. Are you ready? Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mandalay Entertainment presents All These Hearts Are Broken, a long time in the making. What, this video? Yep, it has been scheduled for a bit. Peter Maltazars. Peter says, what was your biggest inspiration to start this channel? David White's right. Probably Dave McRae. Yeah, he was. Conspiracy Trifecta. Go time it is. Ryan Philippe. That's what I'm seeing on the screen. Ryan Philippe, who plays Barry in this movie. Freddie Prinze Jr. I love this opening shot. Johnny Galecki. Leonard from The Big Bang Theory. I love this opening shot over the ocean and the way it pans round and all the way back to the beginning. I love the opening shot, the opening sequence of this movie. I think it's great. Okay, Conspiracy Trifecta says, have been thinking about starting my own channel. Why not? Give it a go. If it's something you're passionate about, something you really want to talk about, why not? David White says, this is the one that starts out with the guitar strum. Yeah. I can't hear it. I have it on mute. I can't see it. Well, I can see it, but I can't unmute the TV for copyright reasons. But yeah, I remember. Peter says, love Dave McRae, as well as people like James Grimm. James Grimm is awesome. If you haven't checked out James Grimm's channel, please do so. We watched the movie Mike and Jay and Drum Dums. Yeah. Drum Dums. I can't think of the guy's name from Drum Dums, but he's such a cool guy. Such a cool guy. He's a family man, and he's just so nice. Conspiracy Trifecta. The guy sitting on the cliff is David Egan. Yep, you can say that. That's fine. Yeah, before he kills himself. This movie is 1997, so that's fine. There's no spoiler alerts in this. If you haven't seen this movie yet, you're not gonna see it. Lee, David White. Yeah, Lee from Drum Dums. I love that dude. I don't watch a lot of his videos, but whenever I do, I really enjoy Drum Dums videos. He's such a laid back, very different from McRae. McRae is very hey, you know, which I love. But yeah, Drum Dums Lee is much more laid back. And now we have the firework display. Graduation night, I think it is. Conspiracy says, I didn't think that was much of a spoiler. Sorry, it wasn't. It wasn't. It's fine, Conspiracy. You're good. You're good. David White says, really didn't get that much away. No. Oh no. Maybe I made too much of it. But like I say, guys, say whatever you want, because this movie came out in 1997, so there are no spoilers. You guys are cool. United Republic says, Freddie Prinze should have been the killer. Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that one. Yep, it would have changed the movie completely, but I wouldn't have been. And of course, well, there probably would have been a sequel, but it would have been a different sequel to what we got. The Conspiracy Trifecta says that wouldn't have made sense. Made sense. I think you mean, yeah, because Freddy was there when they hit the fisherman. Yeah, but you know Hollywood, they can spin it all different kind of ways. All these hearts are broken. Surprise, Daddy TV isn't here. Well, I'm hoping Daddy TV joins the stream at some point or another, but things come up. Peter says, I'm working on a Halloween remake fan film. Good for you. Once I am done with all the pre-production stuff, I'll be starting an Indigo Indiegogo campaign. It'd be great if you could help out. Well, in these times, Peter, I would love to, but in these times of COVID and yeah, I haven't got much in the sense of fun. My funds are not fantastic at the moment, but I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm a lot better off than some of the poor guys out there who this pandemic has just crushed them. Yeah. Peter says, I also might be starting a YouTube channel. Brilliant. Can't wait to see it. And if you ever want to collab, I'd be interested. Something worth thinking about. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. Conspiracy Trifecta says, oh yeah, you're talking to Peter? That's cool. David White, he might just mean some tips or ideas. Yeah, maybe. At the moment we have, Johnny Galecki, Leonard from The Big Bang Theory. I think he's put in the moves. Yep, he's put in the moves on Judy James, played by the gorgeous Jennifer Love Hewitt. At least he gave it a go. And here we have Barry, of course, played by Ryan Philippe. Poor Leonard. I call him Leonard because all I see is Leonard from The Big Bang Theory when I see this guy, no matter what he's in. Peter says, I love the cast of this film. Yeah, me too. Strong cast, really strong cast, and they thought about it. And they got them all together. They gelled up well. The Conspiracy Trifecta says, Michael and Laurie are sisters in my script. Sisters? Wait, Michael? Oh, brother and sister? Okay. David White, star-studded cast, yeah. When you think 1997, this movie, that's 10 years before the Big Bang Theory even began. This is a cool scene. I love this scene when they're on the beach and they're talking about the guy with the hook for a hand, and everybody has their own version, or almost everybody has their own version as to what really happened. Classic urban legend with the guy with the hook for a hand. All These Hearts Are Broken says, the blonde dude should have made less teeny bopper movies, would have made his career last longer. Ryan Philippe, yeah. Well, I liked, is it Cruel Intentions? But yeah, I haven't heard of Ryan Philippe in a long time. You could be right. Maybe if he, but teeny bopper movies, that's up for debate. Okay. Talking with one another. I love that. That's cool. I wonder what beach this is, because that is not a soundstage. That's a beach. I wonder what beach this is. Oh, Aurora has joined the chat. Aurora, I remember you from last night. Aurora in the chat room. Welcome to the chat. Are you watching along with the movie? I Know What You Did Last Summer, Aurora. Peter says, are you a fan of the sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer? Me? Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm not crazy about it, but I like it. I think this is the far superior film. Conspiracy Trifecta says, if I was to make a movie, though, I would make an original. Yeah, it's so tough. It's so difficult. I mean, if you can do that, I mean, they did it with that clown thing. I tried watching it. I could not get into it. I turned it off. Oh, what's the clown killer? Not Pennywise. Don't say Pennywise. I was not a fan of it. As soon as somebody says it in the chat, I'll Terrifier, was it? Yeah, Terrifier. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, it was. It was Terrifier. Not a big fan. Just nothing but, for me, blood and guts, and it's just not for me. Conspiracy Trifecta says, I have an idea for a superhero I'd like to make. That might be easier to do, to think of a new superhero, than a new supervillain. I don't mean like a Lex Luthor or Nuclear Man or anyone like that, but a supervillain like a villain like Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger and the Candyman. It might be easier to think of a new superhero. But that's good, Conspiracy. Keep on thinking. They're all about to get into the car now. Barry wants to drive. Of course, he can't drive. He's drunk out of his mind. And Ray's taking over with an extremely drunk Barry. You can't drive for shit. You know that? Can you see alcoholic? Yeah. I haven't got the sound on, but I remember that. And here we go. Not long to go now until the shit hits the fan. And there he goes. Oh. A guy called Jim Gillespie, a Scottish guy, Jim Gillespie, directed this movie. This is the only movie I know of directed by Jim Gillespie. But he did a great job. I miss the cinematographer, the director of photography, whatever you want to call it. I missed who that was, but they collaborated and got together really well in this film. The cinematography in this film is fantastic. The direction is good, very good. The Conspiracy Trifecta says the supervillains for my superhero actually exist in the world. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Remember, Conspiracy, you can't copyright an idea, so you may not want to give away too much. But I dig that. I like that, Conspiracy Trifecta. Aurora says, have you seen Blade Runner? Not for a very long time. The original with Harrison Ford and Rutger Hauer, long time ago. Long time ago. I can't comment on Blade Runner because it's been so long. I was literally a kid when I saw Blade Runner. Conspiracy Trifecta says, yeah, I'm being very vague. Yeah. You can't copyright an idea. So yeah, stay vague with that one. Because it sounds cool. Sounds like you could be onto something really cool there. Conspiracy, and I'm not displaying smoke. It sounds good. David White says Elvis was in the sequel. Elvis was in the sequel. All right, yep. Elvis Elvis was in the sequel to Blade Runner. For a minute, I thought you meant Kurt Russell, but Kurt Russell. It, no, not sure what you mean there, David. I'm missing the joke on that one. Yeah, they've hit this guy now. They're debating as what they're going to do. Do they go to the police? Do they not go to the police? Yeah. And David White says, "I'm being serious. Was a hologram of him. Oh, right, the hologram of him live in Vegas singing Suspicious Minds in Blade Runner 2049. That's cool. I haven't seen that. I would have to go. Yeah, I thought you were. I thought you were joking, David. Before I watch Blade Runner 2049, I would have to go back and watch the original. Yeah. Oh, Ryan Philippe here. Barry is all for dumping the body. The body. Julie is not too keen on that idea. It's your future, Julie. Conspiracy Trifecta says this plot point is so goofy. You think so? Like this, conspiracy says like this would actually happen. Well, it's Hollywood. It's a movie. It's 1997. It's one of the quintessential late 90s slasher movies. You know, you had Scream the year before it. You know, this was 1997. Scream 2, I think, was 97 as well. It could have been 98. I always forget. I was going to say Final Destination, but that was the year 2000, wasn't it? And David White says, back in these days, you could get away with this in movies and not be torn apart. David White makes a great point there. David, great point. You could do something like this. If they were to try and do this now, yeah, the the screenwriters would be ripped to pieces. Urban Legend says the conspiracy trifecta. Urban Legend, The Faculty, H2O. Yep. I like The Faculty a lot. H2O, I really like. Urban Legend, I love. I actually prefer, I think, was it not? Urban Legend was on the top 20 movies to pick from. I think it was there. I actually sometimes think I prefer Urban Legend to I Know What You Did Last Summer. Love Urban Legend. Conspiracy says, I love the movie, just makes me giggle when thinking about it. David White says, yeah, this wouldn't be a unanimous vote. What, like, I Know What You Did? Well, I think this got about 4 votes, maybe 3, and the closest one to it was American Pie. Now they're taking the body, and they plan on dumping the body into the ocean. I'm not sure if that lion's already been. Maybe not, but maybe we'll get lucky and a shark will eat him or something like that. A small fish will eat him, but maybe we'll get lucky and get with a shark. Yeah, David White. Yeah, just dump the body. David White says, no, I mean the vote on dumping the body. And it would not be a unanimous vote. Yeah, in this situation, yeah, I can't imagine. Whoa. And he's come back. I mean, yeah, I mean, that kind of scene is cliche. Even for 1997, the comeback killer scene is, or the comeback uh, eventual bad guy, if you want to call him that at the moment. I don't know. The comeback killer scene, even back here, was cliche, but they found a way to make it work. I saw, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's the making of I Know What You Did Last Summer on YouTube. It's only about half hour. And they said in the making of that, the producers and the writers and Kevin Williamson had, one of the writers of this movie, and they said, we know that that we're still going to try and scare you with it. We know that you know what's coming next, but we're still going to try and make you like jump out your seat. And Barry has retrieved the tiara from the guy at the bottom of the ocean, who manages to keep his eyes wide open in water for a lot longer than I ever could. Now, this scene here always bugs me. He's got his hand round Judy's throat. Yeah, Barry's got his hand round Judy's throat. You fucking said. And Ray, Judy's boyfriend, Freddie Prinze, is just standing there. Hey, Barry, that's about as much. That's all he does. Hey, Barry, let her go. If you were not Ray in that scene, would you? I don't care about the friendship between Ray and Barry. If you were not Ray in that scene, would you not be beating the living shit? Not condoning violence, but but would you do not something a little bit more than what Ray did? He grabs his girlfriend by the throat and shoves her up against, yeah, David White. Yeah, conspiracy. Yeah, Freddie's a bitch. Coward, says David White. Yeah, it always bugs me. It always bugs me. Here we go. Judy James looking like she's been in rehab for 10 years. Conspiracy Trifecta says, sometimes violence should be condoned. Laughing my ass off. In that case, yeah. In this movie, yeah. In that scene, yes. I'm so glad you guys are watching along. What are you watching this movie on? Are you watching it on DVD? Blu-ray? It must be on Blu-ray. 4K, I'm not too sure about, but it must be on Blu-ray by now. I'm watching it on DVD. So what are you guys watching? I Know What You Did Last Summer on VHS. Like I said at the start of the stream, I had this movie on VHS. Yeah, it says like just 1 year later, and it is. But Judy looks like hell. In this scene, it's like, whoa. David White, DVD. Cool, David. Same here, my friend. I wanted to put the subtitles on, at least have the subtitles going for my DVD release. The case is over there. But there are no subtitles. The first movie we watch along together, and there are no subtitles on the disc in any language. Not that that would really matter. I only speak English anyway. But there are no subtitle features on my copy of I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is weird, really weird and annoying. But I know the movie pretty well. Conspiracy Trifecta says, Shudder. Shudder. Not sure what you mean, Trifecta. Shudder? And Judy has just opened the letter. I know what you did last summer. Yeah, there's no postal marks or anything. Somebody has just shoved it through the door and or in the mailbox, whatever. David White said that's a horror service. Oh, a Shudder? I never do that. Conspiracy Trifecta horror streaming service. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. It does ring a bell. Yep, it does ring a bell. I'm not sure if we have it here in the UK. Yep, but at some point we're bound to have it. I'm holding on to physical media as long as I possibly can. It's what I grew up with, and I'm not in any rush to make the leap and bound to streaming. But that's just me. Well, it's not just me. There's, I think McRae is the same way, and many other people. I mean, I'm 40 now. You know, I'm not 22 anymore. You know, I'm not old, but I'm not necessarily one of the kids anymore. Well, I'm not. Okay, anybody who wants a timestamp? Nobody has asked for one yet, which is good. But we are 28 minutes and 23 seconds in a 1 hour and 36-minute movie. Yeah, Shudder. I must have. Yeah, I've heard of it. I have heard of it. I don't think it's here in the UK yet. But like I say, I'm not quick to jump on the streaming service until I really have to. Yeah, yeah. Judy, yeah, Judy fully expecting her to be in New York because that was the plan. But plans change. I, I can't help but laugh because it does. I mean, 1 year later, 1 year later, and Judy looks like she's been in rehab for 5 to 10 years, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, what's her character's name in this again? Sarah Michelle Gellar, what's her name in this movie? But she looks like she's been on like 150 cigarettes a day, and for the last year. All these hearts were broken. Were you prepared for COVID? No, no one was. All these hearts were broken. Can't recall. Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar. It will come to me. I could Google it, but it will come to me. All I can think of at the moment is Barry. I do like that line. It's very misogynistic, but you two look like shit run over twice. Sarah Michelle Gellar, you're a prick. Helen, thank you, David White. It is Helen. Thanks, man. Just the way she looks at him. You're a prick. Yeah, conspiracy something with an with an H. Yeah, Helen. Cheers, David. Yeah, he is. Yeah, it is. He is. Oh yeah, a prick. Yeah, he is totally. But he's a funny prick. Imagine the movie without him. Of course, Judy's telling her friends about the "I know what you did last summer" letter, if you can call it that she got through the mouse lot. Oh yeah, and they think it's Max. They think it's yeah, here he is, Leonard Hofstadter. They think it's Max, and Barry's here to literally scare the shit out of Max. What? This isn't private enough for you? You see what? Yeah, he's scaring the shit out of him here. You see what I mean about the cinematography in this movie? The lighting, it's really, like someone said, yeah, underrated. It is. The movie is very much underrated, but especially when it comes to the way it's shot, it's really impressive. Very well directed. Yeah, conspiracy says we did a lot of things last summer, and yeah, only one murder comes to mind. Yeah, yeah. I scared the shit out of him. Okay. Yeah. I can't hear this movie. I'm going on memory alone. I've seen the movie quite a few times, and there are no subtitles on this DVD for some strange reason. So Ray grew up to be a fisherman. Ray grew up to be a fisherman. It's been 1 year. I I know the joke. I know where they're coming from, but it's been 1 year. Yeah, that line. Yeah, that line. I remember. It kind of confuses me sometimes. It's I don't blame you, but I don't want to know you either. I know what she means. I don't blame you, but I don't want to know you either. It's just a little bit flimsy, that line. David White says Freddy's just playing himself. I haven't seen a lot of the guy's movies. I've seen this, and I still know. Is he very similar in all his movies, then, David? Now, this scene coming up, yeah, with Leonard, Max, with Max. It's a very there we go. It's a very gory death scene. For those of you who may not know, that scene was shot, I think, after the movie was completed, something like that. They came back to shoot that scene because otherwise we wouldn't have seen a death scene up until one of the guys gets killed. So they added that scene in with Max being killed with the hook to the throat and being dragged over the boiling pots and pans. They added that scene in to because I'm paraphrasing here, but they did say if we add a kill scene in now and in this part of the movie, we can get away with the next part of the movie being almost like bloodless. No kills until later on. So that's why that scene is there in this part of the movie. They went back. Yep. Conspiracy Trifecta says he was Fred in Scooby-Doo. Oh, of course he was in Scooby-Doo, wasn't he? I haven't seen it. He was still the same kind of character. David White says, "How's work been? All right, you're talking to Conspiracy. That's great. I love that." And now we have, I think Barry's just, Barry's just come out of the shower. His jacket is missing, or he's about to discover his jacket is missing. Yeah. My fucking jacket. Yeah. And now Barry's in hot pursuit. He still believes it's Max. Yep. Max, you're fucking dead. It ain't Max. I see you guys are still chatting away. I love that. I love it when you guys talk to one another. David White, poor Max. Yeah. Yeah, he's gone. But I only found out myself recently that that scene with Max being murdered was added in. I mean, maybe they filmed it, but meant to have it on later in the movie, but maybe, but they had it there so they could literally, as like I say, I'm paraphrasing here, they could get away with the next half hour, 40 minutes of the movie, maybe without a kill scene. Conspiracy Trifecta says Max was Max was just doing his thing. Max is, yeah. I'm not saying he. David White hashtag Max didn't deserve it. I love the hashtag there, David. And Barry's been hospitalized, looking like shit run over twice, if you don't mind me saying. Some guy in a slicker. Conspiracy Trifecta says he was also like a warning sign to the other kids. What, like Max? Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Unless you mean when the guy just run over Barry. The Conspiracy Trifecta fishermen kept giving them all types of. Oh, okay, you are talking him. Yep, I'm with you. Fisherman kept giving them all types of warning of what he was going to do. Yeah, leading right up until the anniversary. Yeah, because later on we see Helen get her hair cut off and the body in the trunk, and yeah, so he's kind of warning them as to what his plans are. But a kill scene with Max, like I say, was added in. David Wyatt says a lot of paying homage Halloween to Halloween in this one. Well, I think you mean the original '78 Halloween, David, but maybe you maybe you don't. But the I do know this is the movie, the soundtrack of this movie. I'm not talking about Hush by Kula Shaker, but a lot of the sound in this movie soundtrack was literally copied and put on the soundtrack to Halloween H2O. I mean, there was only like 1 year between the two movies, and it took me a long time to realize. But yeah, there's quite a bit of sound in this movie that we hear in Halloween H2O, and it doesn't just sound similar, it's the same piece of music. They do it quite a few times. The Conspiracy Trifecta says 10 Things is also another good movie from this time period. 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger, love the movie. That's one of my go-to comedies. Yeah, a lot. 10 Things I Hate About You. Modern day retelling of The Taming of the Shrew. Yep, love the movie. David Wyatt, especially during Helen's death. Oh, if you mean the music, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, David, that's the music. Yeah, you can hear it. It's in H2O. And if you mean like they paying homage to Halloween in the '78 one, but the music definitely, yeah, Helen. A lot of that music is in 1998's H2O. I didn't realize for years. Conspiracy Trifecta says probably my favorite Heath Ledger role. Controversial opinion. I'm not a big fan of Heath Ledger as a Joker, so if you mean that, I'm with you. I'm not saying 10 Things I Hate About You is a better movie than the Batman movie that Heath Ledger was in, but to me it is. I didn't like it. I did not. I'm not taking anything away from Christian Bale. I'm certainly not taking anything away from Heath Ledger, but it just wasn't for me. None of the Christian Bale Batman movies were for me. Conspiracy says I am. Yeah, the music. The music from this, and then in H2O. Okay, you could be talking about 10 Things. Because Conspiracy follows up with, I'm a fan of some romantic comedies and I'm not afraid to admit it. No, I love the original Bridget Jones. There's another one with 10 in it. Not the Dudley Moore movie 10. I haven't seen that properly ever. Is that the one with Bo Derek? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days with Kate Hudson. Love that film. David White says, stream just had a hiccup. Thanks for letting me know, David. Hopefully they will be few and far between. Conspiracy Trifecta, it's good now. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. What I have noticed is at the very beginning of my live streams, there's a couple of hiccups. But I don't sit back and watch like 2 hours of the whole thing. So if that happens, hopefully those hiccups are few and far between. David White says, while you are reading my comment, the definitely wasn't Brokeback Mountain comment, David? Yeah, definitely wasn't Brokeback Mountain. But I appreciate you guys letting me know. And hopefully they will be few and far between, like I say. This is now we have Missy and Hesh. And she plays a great role in this movie, Anne Hesh. Scene stealing. Scene stealing. That's talking about Anne Hesh. That's another romantic comedy I really, really like. The one she did, I think it was 1998 after this, the 1 year after this was 6 Days and 7 Nights with Harrison Ford. Love that movie. And David Schwimmer is in that movie too. Russ from Friends. Pardon me. And now, yep, they've got all the details, or so they think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That scene always makes me laugh because the car is stationary, the engine is not even running, and with this panic, Anne Hesh is banging on the window. Hey, you forgot your cigarettes. I think it was cigarettes, wasn't it? But the panic, the sheer panic, the motor isn't even running. Why would she? Hey, always makes me laugh. David White says, how long are you going for tonight? Probably the movie and then maybe like 5-10 minutes afterwards. United Republic, time code, like a timestamp, United, that's no problem at all, my friend. We are 49 minutes in, 50 minutes in, 1 hour and 36 minutes altogether. But we are, the timestamp, yep, timestamp, we are 50 minutes in. Conspiracy Trifecta says, most iconic scene is coming. David White, what are you waiting for? Yeah, when Jennifer Love Hewitt read for this role and she rehearsed it, she did that scene, she that sold it for her. She loved. I know they duplicate it in I Still Know, but she loved doing that. Here's another scene that always kind of confuses me. Unless the guy is just a dick. But she comes in, yep, Helen comes in, says, "Hey, Dad, hi, Dad," something to that effect. He doesn't even look at her. He doesn't even turn his head. You know, you can be engrossed in a ball game as much as you want, but your daughter comes in and says, "Hey, Dad," or "Hi, Dad," or whatever. He doesn't even turn his head. Weird. And here we have, yep, yep, Coca-Cola's favorite scene in the entire movie. David White says, supposed to show he's not very aware for when the killer comes in. Well, very aware. He's not aware at all. What, is he in a trance? All these hearts were broken. I still know next week. Uh, Probably not. I'm not sure when the next live watch along will be, but I do have plans. I do have ideas, and the next one. I mean, during the week, I'll probably be on at some point or another, but the next scheduled, event won't be a live watch along. But at some point or another, yeah, we'll probably watch. I Still Know at some point or another. That wasn't in my top 20 movies to pick from. So we'll probably be watching a few different movies before we come to that one. But eventually, maybe. Oh yeah, it's the bitch of a sister. David White says probably American Pie if you vote again. It could be, but a live watch along for a scheduled event is not next. I've got something else in mind. But yeah, American Pie nearly it nearly did beat this. I think this got 3 votes and American Pie got 2. All these hearts we're broken says the Scream stream you talked about a few weeks ago. The Scream stream. I like watch Scream together. Yeah, that will happen hopefully as our numbers grow here at Movie Chat and more. What I am thinking of doing, I might as well let you guys know and let you know if you're interested in this or not. So, all these hearts are broken. You were going to talk about Scream. All right, not a watch along, just talking about Scream. I could do that. The thing is, at the moment, all these hearts are broken. We don't have enough subscribers who join the live stream. But what did bring in, and I want to do that. I want to do that kind of thing. I really do. All these hearts are broken. I want to do that. But what did seem to bring in quite a few viewers, and it went down really well, were the live quizzes, the movie quizzes that I did, which began with 20 movies to pick from. This is why we're watching I Know What You Did Last Summer right now. What I want to do is do more of those. but it won't be. I won't have a stack of DVDs down here, and like I won't be quoting a line and then saying, "Oh yeah, you got it." Or what I want to do is write at least maybe 100, maybe 150 questions about movies, music, TV, maybe WWE. Not many of those, but some wrestling. Mainly movies, and do a live movie quiz. If that's something you guys are interested in, then that's something we'll do. All These Hearts Are Broken says, do you ever miss the old two dudes when they would talk about movies? No, I actually prefer the way it is now, where they're watching a movie. And yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the way they began that show with Dave and Tony. Yeah, I prefer the way it's done now. David White, I'll be here. Thanks, David. So, David, you're interested in the live quiz? Mostly movies. I'll put music in there, some sitcoms. But thanks, David. Since the yeah, did the crabs carry him away? I remember quite vividly when I did the 20 movies to pick from vid, and this movie was picked. That's the line I said from this movie, and somebody got it right. I think it could have been Daddy TV who got that. Don't quote me on that, but I think Daddy TV got that one. Did the crabs carry him away? And here it is. Yep. What are you waiting for, huh? I love the aerial shots. There's quite a few aerial shots in this movie. This punch, bam! I think even Stallone will be proud of that one. All These Hearts Are Broken. You know I'll be here. All These Hearts Are Broken. It's a live quiz, and I'd love to see you here, my friend. What are you waiting for? Yep. And it probably is one of the most, if not the most iconic scene from the movie. Yeah. Very, very much so. 90s, yeah, All These Hearts Are Broken, 90s punch sound effect. And it is. And it's kind of like a throwback to the 1980s and even the 1970s. Yeah, that sound effect. Yeah, I think Stallone will be quite proud of that himself. United Republic winner. I wish winner gets to come on the show. That would be awesome. But the thing is, I do this show with very primitive, as you can probably tell, software. This isn't Wirecast or anything like that. It's me, my laptop, and built-in speakers. So I'm not sure. United Republic, I'm not sure I could do that. I would love to. It's funny looking at this cast. Pardon me, so young. I was only 17 when this movie came out. I was only 17 years old myself. Crazy. The conspiracy trifecta says I could set up OBS and Discord and all that for a live show for you. Conspiracy, you come up with some brilliant ideas, my friend. You really do. Thank you for the offer. It's not something I want to do just yet. Not yet, but Conspiracy Trifecta, you're a rock star, you're a legend, and thanks for that. I really appreciate that. Okay, we have the parade going on now. There's Barry sitting on the yep, and the outgoing queen. Of course, Barry's still all scarred up from that incident that happened earlier with the car. I love that look. I love that. That's a brilliant bit of acting from Ryan Philippe there. The way he looks at Helen and looks up at he looks up at the parade and then looks at Helen as if to say, "Wow, can you believe this?" That is a brilliant bit of action from Ryan Philippe. I yeah, I just love that. It's just that little look he gives Helen. That look speaks 1,000 words. It's like, can you believe it was this time last year? Can you believe all this shit's still going on? Can you believe this? Oh, on this scene, I love tackling this old guy to the ground who looks like he's going into some kind of state of poor guy. He looks like he's going into some kind of state of shock when Barry does that. Underground Outlaw Federation has joined the chat. Welcome, Underground. What time code will you be at in 1 minute? Well, I can tell you what we are now. We are 1 hour and 3 minutes in. So 1 hour and 4. Thanks for joining the chat, Underground Outlaw Federation. I really appreciate it. 1 hour and 36 minutes, 20 seconds, the entire movie. But of course, that includes credits. Oh yeah, Underground Outlaw Federation trying to sync up. Yep, 1 hour and 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Judy has just come back to the farmhouse. I think it's a farmhouse. Yeah, some kind of weird fishing farmhouse owned by Anne Hesh. Tell me when you get to 134. Underground Outlaw, I will. Oh, 134? Anne Hesh there, looking very intimidating with the knife. 134. An hour and 34 minutes in. Are you a fan of the song at the end and you just want to listen to that? Not sure what you mean, Underground. 134. If you're serious and you want to, I messed up. Don't worry about it. Just let me know. Guys, I have noticed in the live stream how many people are watching. You know, the numbers keep jumping up, like from 1 to 3, 3 to 2, 4 to 3. Hopefully that doesn't mean it's cutting out all the time. How's the stream, guys? Since the last hiccup that you guys were kind enough to tell me about, how's the stream now? Any more hiccups? Audio, video? What's your timestamp? Underground Outlaw Federation, 1 hour and 5 minutes, 26 seconds. 1 hour, 5 minutes, 29 seconds. And Hesh is talking to Jennifer Love Hewitt, and she's cutting up the fish. Conspiracy Trifecta, good on my end. Thanks, man. That's good to hear. Hopefully, Underground, I've helped you out there. And you are synced up and watching along. In the first ever live watch along from myself, Richard, here at Movie Chat and More. There are 2 other watch along videos on my channel, Halloween 2 and Friday the 13th Part 2, but they were not live. But if you haven't checked them out, go back and after the stream or whatever and check them out. Leave a comment down below. Yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2 and the original Halloween 2, not Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Conspiracy Trifecta, I don't see the views jumping. Yeah, that's probably just something my end. David White says 7 on my screen. Really? I got 3. The other day, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in last night's stream, last night's video, but I checked everything. I went over my YouTube settings and everything more than once, just to make sure that everything is set for this stream. And from what I could tell, it's set. All these hearts are broken. 9 people are watching. Well, that's great. Mine says 7 and yours says 9. United Republic, you guys are lying. United Republic, only 3. Well, it's 4 now. It's good. It's fine. This girl's got a terrible voice. I'm not sure if the voice we hear is the actress we see, but whoever that is singing is, well, it's awful. And David White, not lying at all. I can prove it. That's something, David, you'll have to take up with United Republic. And there goes Barry. Well, Barry's just about to meet his demise at the hands of, yeah. Again, I know I keep harking on about this, but I love the way this movie's shot. I really do. I never really took any notice before. I love the lighting, the cinematography, the production design is good in this movie, very good in this movie. I never noticed before until tonight. The lighting, the way the light is coming in through the window with the dumb fuck cop, the light again down the stairway. I never noticed. Oh, and the blood dripping. Yeah, that's cool shit. I like that. I never noticed until tonight. Okay, what do we have? Underground Outlaw Federation, 6 viewers. Underground Outlaw Federation, are you caught up now? Hopefully you are. Camden not. says, I'm just listening like normal. Candom, you're so cool, man. You're so cool, Brewster. Fright Night. You're so cool, Brewster. Yep. That's fine, Candom. Yeah, the local dumbass cup. Or should I say dumb ass cup? Dumbass. United Republic says, are they on the boat yet? No, that's right near the end of the movie. Not yet. We are now 1 hour and 11 minutes in. 1 hour and 36 minutes in total. All his hearts were broken. Clearly, he's your favorite. LOL. Favorite? What? Someone in the movie? I haven't got a favorite with you guys. I think all you guys are great. I mean, every now and then we get the as as Helen would say, you're a prick. Every now and then we get the odd prick come into the room, but they're quickly got. I get rid of them as quick as I can. Underground Outlaw Federation caught up. Brilliant, brilliant, Underground. You're caught up. And the local dumbass cup has just bitten the bullet. The blood coming out of the mouth. That's a good gore effect. It's not over the top. It's good. It's good. Taking the time. I love that. Taking the time to wipe off the claw, the hook. There it is, the hook. Taking the time to wipe off the blood. It reminds me of Scream. That does. It does when the blood is on the knife and you hear that ear-piercing sound effect in Scream when Ghostface wipes the blood from the knife. It does. And this is another iconic scene. This is, I think, yeah, earlier on it was mentioned. The music, I haven't got the music on, obviously, copyright, all that. But this is this same piece of music was used in Halloween H2O, I think. Not similar, the exact same piece of music, I think, was used in Halloween the year after this movie came out in 1998. This was 1997. I think they're remaking this. I don't know why. I love that shot. I love that aerial shot of the killer coming across the street, and that's Halloween. Yeah, that's Halloween. The keys, the keys. I mean, I know Helen isn't actually saying that. Jamie Lee Curtis, iconic. The keys, but you know where I'm coming from. But yeah. Conspiracy Trifecta says they all used the same type stuff. Yeah, but I know what you mean. But I think in this movie they did literally not literally lift, but you know what I mean. They took some of the sound, some of the music, and just put it on Halloween H2O. And there goes Helen's sister. Helen, yeah, that scene there with Helen's sister, I can't remember her name. With yeah, Helen's sister being with the hook, and we see the shot of blood fly across. Pardon me. The window was originally directed without any blood. It was shot without any blood, and the director was happy with it that way. He didn't want too much blood in this movie. Jim Gillespie and somebody on the production, maybe one of the maybe one of the producers, whatever, what have you, said we need some blood in this scene, and they reshot that, and we see the blood splatter against the window, and Jim Gillespie was fine with it. He knew at the end of the day, if you're going to do that to someone's neck with a hook, there's going to be blood, and you need to see some. Conspiracy Trifecta says TV series. TV series. Oh, they did a TV series of this. I think they want to remake this movie too, though. I think they want to remake I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's way too early for a remake. It's not necessary. David White says, I don't like the rock music at the end credits. I love that song. It's Kula Shaker, Hush. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that song. I'm not a big fan of Kula Shaker, but I love that particular song. David White says, any horror movie shouldn't do that. Yeah, there's some YouTubers that we know of who are not fans of rock music at the end of a horror movie. Apart from like Jason 6 with Alice Cooper and Man Behind the Mask. Conspiracy Trifecta says, except Dream Warriors. Oh, Duckin' Dream Warriors. Love that song. Yeah. Conspiracy Trifecta says they're making one. A remake of this movie? Yes, they want to. I don't think they're shooting it yet, for obvious reasons, but or Friday 6, says Trifecta. Yeah, I love I mean, self-evident. I'm a big fan of Alice Cooper, and I think, if memory serves me right, it was Alice Cooper's songs in Friday 6 that actually got me into Alice Cooper. Okay. Yep. Devontae Hayes, he's so obviously under that coat. LOL. Devontae Hayes, Darby Core. Something else the makers of this movie said about this scene in particular, with Helen's death scene, is that she went through so much to get away from the fisherman. She went through so much. The whole scene in the clothes store and all that, all of that, the chase scene, everything. She went through so much that when she gets to the end of the alley, you think she can't die now, but she did, and what do we have? All these hearts were broken. Fake Devontae. Everyone knows who the real one is. Look, at the moment, all I say is this, yeah? At the moment, Devontae hasn't said anything derogatory about anybody. So, yeah, the fisherman. Billy Blue, the fisherman. You would make that association, yeah. Conspiracy Trifecta says, to be fair, yep, it is pretty obvious which coat he's under. Oh yeah, yeah. In the scene, yeah, when he jumps out, yeah, 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 yeah. The first time watching this movie, or even the second time watching this movie, I didn't see it, but I know what you mean. I've seen it quite a few times now. If I can do a live commentary of this movie and have it on mute, have no sound, yeah, I know the movie pretty well. Underground Outlaw Federation says it tells you that account was made 5 minutes ago. Yeah, because yep, if you're talking about Devontae, I have blocked him a couple of times. And now whoever that was is blocked again. If you get it, if you're going to use that name, the fisherman, it's Ben Willis. I love that. Running people over, getting away with murder, stuff like that. This whole chase scene, I'm a big fan of. Underground Outlaw Federation, yeah, he can go. I think he left anyway, but I can't be having. You let one Devontae in, and 20 more will follow. I love this, yeah, on the boat now. The way he smiles down at Judy through the window. I love that smile, that evil grin. The whole chase scene. If you can call this a chase scene, and I kind of do, it's up there. You know, it's up there with some of the best. It's gone pretty fast, guys. I mean, that's yeah. It's been a great stream, great chat. 1 hour and 23 minutes in. And thank you for joining. Coming to the end of the movie, not long to go. I love that classic leap. Ray, the Freddie Prinze onto the boat. Yeah, it's very 90s, but we didn't know anything else. It was great. The hook. Did he just say "Welcome aboard, Ray"? I don't have the sound. I think he did. I think that's when the fisherman Ben Willis says, "Welcome aboard, Ray." Great line. Yeah, we got Ray and Ben going at it on board the boat. Do you ever get the feeling that Ben Willis took some kind of martial arts class in his life, or is he just one tough SOB? Because he seems to he's pretty agile, and he's not an old guy, but he's not the youngest of people. He's not the youngest of men, but he's pretty agile. Yeah, great cinematography in this film. Pardon me. Hopefully, you guys are still watching along, still enjoying the movie. And the chat. United Republic, first time. What, Devontae? Yeah, I'm not sure that's what you mean, United, but if you're talking about Devontae, let's not. If you're talking about that United Republic, you may not be. I don't want to misquote anybody. Oh, first time watching the movie. Ah, that's United Republic. You've never seen I Know What You Did Last Summer? Well, that's cool. Near the beginning of the stream, I said, there's going to be spoilers. I mean, this movie was like 1997. I didn't know. I mean, that's cool. It's the first time that you've ever seen this movie. But there's no way I could put a spoiler alert on this because I didn't think anybody. I really didn't think anybody would watch this movie for the first time, if you know what I mean. I thought if you haven't seen it by now, you're never going to see it. The conspiracy trifecta says, "What's your favorite horror of the 90s?" Mine of the 90s, I would have to say Scream. I think Scream and Urban Legend, but Scream, yeah, definitely for me. Underground Outlaw Federation, New Nightmare, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. That's a great take on the series. A new take, very brave, a test run for Scream, really, for Wes Craven. Ben Willis gets the whatever it is straight in the face right there. Sorry, United Republic. What's your favorite sequel? My favorite sequel? Probably. Wait a minute. I love this scene. Is it? Yeah, this is. If you leave a man for dead, make sure he's really dead. I love that. Let's just see the. Yeah, up he goes, and the hand has gone with the hook still in the hand. My favorite sequel, if you mean from the 90s, I can't actually think of one off the top of my head. From the 90s, I might have to be boring and say Scream 2. What's your favorite animal? I have two, and don't get me on, that's not an animal, that's a mammal, and that's a fish or whatever. Please don't get me on that route. I love tigers and great white sharks. What do we have? What's the best genre? I love horror and comedy. What's your favorite subgenre? Probably some action. Conspiracy trifecta question overload. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. United Republic. What's your favorite outcome? Too many to pick from. Too many to pick from at the moment, United. There's quite a few. Any reason why this man would want you dead? Something like that, yeah. Best plot. Too many to pick from, United Republic. The hand with the hook. Still there. United Republic. What's the rudimentary sense of life or death? Yeah, good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 6 years trying to reach him and another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized what was lying behind those boys' eyes was purely and simply evil. Okay, we are 1 year later again. And Judy James has just got, yep, a very ominous looking letter as she steps out of the shower area, or the area that still a shower area, and she's been on the phone to Ray, and a year later they're still together. Underground Outlaw Federation, do you like Howard Stern? Not particularly, but being here in the UK, I don't think we ever got a lot of Howard Stern, even in his heyday. But I got nothing against Howard Stern. Okay, now Judy's walking towards the fogged out window, the condensation. I still know, written, I still know. Looking around, it's very misty. I think when we all saw that, we knew there would be a sequel. And there it is. That is it. The guy comes crashing through the window of, wait, I still know. And that is it. That's the movie, ladies and gents. That's it. That was I Know What You Did Last Summer, 1997. I really enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys did. And thanks so much. Whether you chatted, whether you didn't, it doesn't, obviously I prefer it when you guys are chatting to me and to one another. I love that. I love it when we're all chatting. It's great. I love it. I love it. And I hope you enjoyed the movie. I hope you enjoyed the movie too. Not just this stream, but watching I Know What You Did. If you were watching along, I really hope you enjoyed the movie, my friends. What do we have? Underground Outlaw Federation. What's about Don Imus? What's about Don Imus? I'm not sure what you mean, Underground. Sorry. Embellish. The Conspiracy Trifecta. Did you like Scary Movie? I liked the first one, and that was it. Even now, I probably would not bother watching the first one again. Good movie, Conspiracy Trifecta says. I Know What You Did? Yep. David White, enjoyed it. That's cool, David. Yeah, it's been a great stream. I've really enjoyed this myself. And the chat has been great. Peter, I definitely enjoyed this. Thanks so much. Can't wait to see what you have in store for us. I did mention it briefly earlier on, Peter. Let me try it again. I know you said I got it right before, but my short-term memory is for shit. So let me give it one more go. Peter Maltazos. Peter Maltazos. I'm sorry if I get it wrong. Yeah, I did touch on it earlier on. I want to do a live quiz, maybe like 150 questions, maybe 200 questions, mostly movie related, music, sitcoms. That's what I want to do. But this is the first ever live watch along, but it won't be the last. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it. But most importantly, it sounds like you guys have enjoyed it too. And that's what's important. Like I say, it's my channel, but it's your show, guys. It's your show. Okay, you're sounding it out for me. I appreciate that. Multizos. 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 Okay, I got it. If I ever call you just Peter, please don't be offended. And the credits have rolled. Kula Shaker's Hush has come to an end. And ladies and gents, that's going to be a wrap. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining in the live stream. My first ever live watch along. I know what you did last summer, 1997. Thanks for all the comments, all the questions. I love it when you guys talk to one another too. I encourage that. It's great. Yeah, there's more questions coming in. Yeah, Mr. Orange, you say goodbye and I say hello. Yeah. All these hearts were broken. Says, sorry this didn't turn out how you wanted. I think it did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. If you guys enjoyed it, that's what really counts, you know. If you guys enjoyed it, yeah, yep, conspiracy. Don't worry about it, Mr. Orange. Sorry you couldn't make it until now. No problem. You know I'm bound to be back sometime in the week. You betrayed us now. He's just joking. Yeah, Peter Maltazos. James Grimm pronounces it exactly like you do, like I do. James Grimm. Yep, I'll say it again. If you haven't checked out James Grimm's channel, please do. Cool dude, knows his shit. Great channel. Yeah, JLH is very cute in that movie. Yeah, she is. Anyway, guys, gotta call it a wrap right there. Thanks again for joining me tonight on Movie Chat and More for the first ever live watch along. I know what you did last summer, 1997. I'll see you guys soon and take care, stay safe, and like I say, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Cheers.